your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What is that? 19! You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check it back, 55!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, baby.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get him. Mike, 55. Right there. Henry. What's the run? They're running it. Check.
Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Vikings 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 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 check.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson going to give this one to Miller. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third, Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Slam, slam, slam. 2.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
3rd
and long, it's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
10. 36. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense is good.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Daniil Hunter. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On 2nd and goal, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knock things up here late in the 1st half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Cousins, and he finds Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
I got you.
Here's Miller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now it's Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off, 2nd and inches. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Miller, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller, and he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Check.
Come to the force. To the force down, he's coming. Down, go.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 20. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
38. Vikings 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared.
Play action now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins. And Diggs has it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
54 Mike. Ready? Watch out, watch out.
24.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. Lamar Miller, the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 73 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Lost a lot, but I came out with no L.